We're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on May 19th. We've got about half of the teams today playing in the major leagues, actually 2/3. So we've got our 5 best bets for this slate. Obviously a travel day for some squads, and of course some teams playing on back-to-back days today. Again, 5 best bets. Folks, before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Later today, we're going to have our NBA playoff predictions and best bets for game number 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's not going to be out in a couple hours like it usually is because this game's not until Tuesday. So we're going to post this tonight, I'll say around 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time will be our best bets and predictions for tomorrow's action in the NBA. So make sure to join us for that. Nothing on Greedo Plays MMA this week in terms of weekly predictions. We're going to have some other stuff on Greedo Plays MMA, so make sure to go subscribe over there. That's linked in the description down below. Okay, on to the first of our 5 best bets today. We're going to kick things off here with a money line play with no Nationals action today, and I'll talk about the Nationals at the end of the video for those who are interested, for my Nats fans watching this. But no Nationals today, which means we're going to go 2 money lines, player prop, Nerfy, and then I'm going to do a parlay today, right? That's kind of what we've been doing when the Nats don't play. We kind of sneak a parlay in there. We'll get to that, obviously, in chronological order as the day goes on. So, our first game of the day, though, is one I really like. Cincinnati Reds on the road here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sign me up. Sign me up. This line has moved towards the direction of Pittsburgh since it came out. So at open, Cincinnati was minus 130. They're now minus 120 / minus 125, depending on what book you're looking at right now. And I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I don't know why. So yesterday we had the Philadelphia Phillies to beat the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I said, and I still feel really good about this, if we get the Pittsburgh Pirates anywhere near even money, we are taking the team they're playing. We are going to fade the Pittsburgh Pirates when it is somewhat applicable. We're going to fade this team, and I don't care if Paul Skeens is on the mound. I said it yesterday. I think they're overrated with Skeens, not because of Skeens. He was great yesterday. He went a complete game, 8 shutout innings against the Phils. His team still lost. Sorry, 8 one-run innings. Excuse me. He went 8 innings, 1 run, and his team lost 1-0. I jokingly said they were going to lose 2-1. It was even worse. Guys, and the Pirates out-hit the Phillies 6-3 too. They still lost the game. Yeah, this team doesn't score. They don't. And I didn't think McAble was going to be that good, but I kind of saw it coming, honestly. Again, I said this yesterday too. Like, I don't completely base Abel's first start off this one because, yeah, he's going to look good, but it's the Pirates who are arguably, and I legitimately think, the worst offense in all of baseball. Yeah, they're worse than Colorado. Colorado's pitching staff's just god-awful, and that's why their record sucks. Not saying their bats are hot, but they're better than Pittsburgh's. Expect another low-scoring game here, but I think Cincinnati's going to edge out Pittsburgh in a low-scoring affair, okay? Cincinnati's coming off of a 3-game sweep at home over the weekend against the Cleveland Guardians, right? Rivalry weekend, so they got the better of the Ohio matchup, winning 5-4 in the first game, 4-1 in the second game, 3-1 in the third game. Prior to that, they did lose back-to-back games to the White Sox before winning the series finale, and then, of course, sweeping Cleveland, which was surprising. Will Benson yesterday with a 2-home-run game, which, again, Benson's kind of just been, there's been a lot of guys in this Reds team this season that just haven't really shown up yet. But Cincinnati with some momentum right now, they're at 500. Good for them, right? I mean, I look at TJ Friedl, who's still hitting the ball well, but then you got Ellie, who is batting .240. CJ Abrams is a better player, but it is what it is. Ellie's good. Like, Tyler Stevenson has struggled all year long with the exception of that National Series. Matt McLean hasn't been very good either. But yeah, Will Benson comes into the lineup yesterday. 3 hits, 2 homers, 3 RBI. Great game for him, excuse me. Drove in the only runs yesterday for Cincinnati. And I look at the Pirates again. I don't see how this team scores. I mean, they're going to plate some runs, but guys, look at this lineup. Like, Brian Reynolds is batting .200, did have, I believe, a double it was yesterday. O'Neal Cruz goes 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. He bats leadoff. I mean, the guy with the highest average for them is McCutchen, and he bats .250. Pitching matchup tonight is Nick Lodolo versus Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller is not bad. He's really not. ERA is 4.15 this season, which is great. He's not going to get run support, though. And why is this game on Fox Sports 1? Who decided to put this on national television? Seriously, what? But Keller's 1-5 on the year. He hasn't been that bad. I mean, look at his last start against the Mets. The guy goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. His team loses the game. They lose 2-1. It's the same thing with Skeens. And I'm not telling you Keller's on the level of Skeens, but my goodness, start before that against the Cardinals. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Not a horrible start. His team loses 5-0. Dodgers start. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. Team loses 8-4. Guardians start. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. This team loses 5-4. I mean, the Pirates haven't won a Mitch Keller start in a minute. The last one, the only start they've won this year with Mitch Keller was when he had to go 7 1/3 shutout innings and the team won 2-1 in extra innings. Didn't even get the win for that game, by the way. Oh boy. Oh, they won, Keller's first start of the year against the Marlins. Oh man, this team is abysmal. I mean, I remember watching Mitch Keller against the Nats, right? Didn't have a horrible day, but the Nats won the game 3-0. I remember the Pirates offense just couldn't do anything on April 15th. Nick Lodolo's, he's good. You know, Lodolo's had a good year this year, 3.42 ERA. He will give up hits, but he's done a good job minimizing the damage for the most part, right? I mean, you're going to get on base against Lodolo, but he will respond and he will find ways to shut you down with runners on. And I don't mind the Reds at all in this spot. I think it's actually great value. I'm going to continue to fade Pittsburgh. Guys, the Pirates, they should be like plus 190 at the minimum every single day just because they can't score. And sure, when there's Skeens days, they should be close to even. And maybe we won't fade them the next time Skeens pitches because, I mean, they are so due to win a Paul Skeens start. Who does Paul Skeens start against next? Milwaukee. They'll probably be Milwaukee with Skeens. Nope, Freddie Peralta's pitching for the Brewers. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, we're going to fade the Pirates here. Give me the Reds at minus 120. I absolutely love this spot for Cincinnati. They should win. Next up, we go to our Nerfy of the day. We're going back-to-back Nerfies here with Minnesota. And how can I forget, by the way? We go perfect yesterday. 5-0. Didn't even give myself the flowers to start the video. I forgot about that. So yesterday, our Nerfy hits with the Minnesota Twins. Their winning streak was broken yesterday by the Milwaukee Brewers. But we're going to take the Nerfy again today. In this game yesterday, again, no runs scored in the first. Milwaukee ends up winning the ball game 5-2. We are taking the Nerfy today in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't think Minnesota. Excuse me, the game's in Minnesota. I don't think any runs are scored here. I look at this Guardians team, a team that really struggled over the weekend. They couldn't plate too many runs against the Cincinnati team, which I get has a pretty solid rotation. But man, the Guards' bats are cold. And we've said this before, picking Guardians, Nerfies, right? Like, if they're going to get you, it's going to be in the first inning, or it's going to be with those guys at the top of the order, right? We're talking about Steven Kwan, who's still batting over 310, J-Ram, who's batting around 300. But then past those guys, I mean, legitimately, what is this team? Past Kwan and Ramirez. It's some guys who can slug it, some guys who can wheel the ball over the fence. Other than that, there's really no consistency in what Cleveland has. So as long as we're able to get one of two Kwan and Ramirez, and hopefully J-Ram doesn't take us yard, I think Steven Kwan's an excellent baseball player, but I'm not really worried about him putting one over the fence, right? So as long as we're able to get one of J-Ram or Steven Kwan, I don't think anyone's knocking them in, right? Those are the two guys that are going to do damage for Cleveland. This is a team that's still 4 games over 500. That's great, but you just got swept against the Reds. I'm not taking you too seriously right now, and they will see the 6'9" Bailey Ober. Ober has been pretty good recently, right? 3.72 ERA, but that ERA is kind of inflated because of his bad start to the season. Hell, his first start of the year, he went 2 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs against the St. Louis Cardinals. He's been pretty good recently, though, right? So far this month, ERA is 2.87, 3 starts, 3 victories for Minnesota with Ober on the mound. Obviously, that's part of their whole win streak, but still, right? Ober's last 3 starts, Boston, 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. Baltimore, 5 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. Next start against Baltimore, not his best, but 4 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 home run, right? I mean, Ober's been solid. And I look at what the Guardians have. Okay, it's just Kwan and Ramirez. Nobody else on this team scares me. On the flip side, pitching today for the Cleveland Guardians, it will be Logan Allen. Allen this year with a 3.7 ERA. It's been a mixed bag, but my goodness, was his last start good against the Milwaukee Brewers on Tuesday. He goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 0 runs. The guy was phenomenal. All right, Logan Allen was very good in his last start prior to that. Kind of got roughed up a little bit by the Nats, but it is what it is, right? What have you done for me lately? Logan Allen's been good. The Twins lineup, this does get a little scary, I understand. And the reason why I felt good about the Nerfy yesterday with Minnesota is because there's a guy like Freddie Peralta on the bump, and we know how good that guy is. I need Logan Allen to be good 1 inning, okay? We just need 1 inning at you, pal, okay? Ryan Jeffers, again, that's a guy who can hit the ball, obviously. Brooks Lee, right? Ty France, decent bats on the squad, obviously, right? And some guys who, you don't, on paper, aren't going to kill you, obviously, but throughout the course of this Twins win streak, 100% have. I think we're okay with Logan Allen here. Again, don't love the odds for this. I normally don't like taking anything over minus 135, but if you have to, obviously, I will play up to 140, even 145. That's usually my limit for the most part. I'm willing to play it here. Again, I do think we're going to get 6 consecutive outs with Bailey Ober and Logan Allen. Divisional matchup. Again, the guards don't scare me. And yes, Minnesota's got guys who can put together base knocks. I understand that. But again, what I always tend to say with Nerfies is, okay, the first inning, I mean, again, what are the odds they score in the first, right? I'm usually going to take a pitcher over a batter or over a hitter in their first matchup of the game. As the game goes on, obviously, right, that's where hitters obviously get accustomed to what's coming at them. I'm going to slightly side with Logan Allen in the first inning. I'll be honest, there weren't many Nerfy plays I liked today, and this is probably the only one I was really over the moon about. I don't even know if I'm over the moon about it. The only one I liked, I thought about Detroit, St. Louis with Sonny Gray, but I was like, Detroit, man, team that hit for us yesterday. I don't want to fade them. I don't want to fade their bats. This is the one we're going with. I thought about White Sox, Mariners, but you'll see why I didn't do that. Give me the Nerfy here in Minnesota, minus 140 between the guards and the Twins. This is the reason why we're not going Mariners Nerfy. It's because I'm putting them in the parlay. I'm going Mariners, Phillies, parlay, 2-leg. Obviously, that gets you to plus 100. Again, our objective of these parlays is usually to get you into plus money, and that's exactly what we do here. Does it seem like an obvious play? Kinda, but I'll tell you why this works. So, Mariners, White Sox. I have gone on here and told you how much how highly I think of, at times, the Chicago White Sox, which is crazy for a team that's 19 games under 500. 100%. Mainly that's because of their pitching staff, right? I do understand, though, their bats are absolutely atrocious. I like Davis Martin a lot. He's starting tonight for Chicago, 3.65 ERA. Again, I really like all these guys in this rotation. I like Davis Martin. I like Sean Burke. I like Shane Smith. I like Jonathan Cannon. I like all 4 of those guys. It's a young core that Chicago's putting together. It's a damn shame their bats are absolutely atrocious. But again, that's why we're taking Seattle, because this team is shut down, obviously, on the bump. And today they have one of their, we talked, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about the elite core in the Seattle Mariners rotation. Obviously, a lot of those guys are hurt right now. Logan Gilbert, George Kirby. Well, it was yesterday because we had Brian Moose over, which hit for us. But today we get another one of those guys who's part of that elite core, and that's Luis Castillo, right? Luis Castillo is still really good. 3.65 ERA in the year, has struggled at times this year, especially that Blue Jays start a couple starts ago. But man, his last start was good against the Yankees. Not enough for a Mariners victory, but Luis Castillo in that game goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. The guy was very good, and I expect him to completely shut down Chicago today. It's a Mariners team that's coming off 3 straight victories in San Diego. Need I say more? The White Sox got embarrassed. I'm at Wrigley. I had them plus 1.5 for the first game of that series, and then I decided to not talk about that series after it because they lost by 10 runs in the one game we decided to have the White Sox in. Need I say more? Again, I was campaigning White Sox plus 1.5. We were 1-1 going into that game, and then we're going to stay off the White Sox for a little bit. Second part of the parlay, again, I think Luis Castillo does the job. The Mariners' bats have been a lot better. Second leg feels like the free leg. Now, okay, Colorado games can get crazy, and the Rockies had a very eventful 3-game set with the Arizona Diamondbacks. They did end up losing 2 of 3. First game there's nothing to write home about. They lost 8-0. Corbin Burns had a million strikeouts. It is what it is. Second game of this series, 14-12 victory for Colorado, gets their 8th victory of the season. What a game, right? What a game. Jordan Beck goes yard 2 times in that game. The Rockies had 19 hits. You're thinking, oh, this is a game at elevation. No, this is in the desert. That game got played in Arizona, and the Rockies put up 14 on Arizona. Broncos win 14-12 over the Cardinals. One hell of a game played. So you're thinking, okay, maybe the Rockies have some momentum. Well, then they parlay that into losing 1-0 yesterday to Arizona. Merrill Kelly with 11 strikeouts puts up his season high, just like Corbin Burns did earlier on in the series. Colorado was just kind of out of it the entire game until they got to the top of the 9th. They had bases loaded, 1 out. Basically, I'm trying to remember this. Yes, it was a Hunter Goodman double that put runners on 2nd and 3rd. They walk Ryan McMahon. Brenton Doyle comes up with the bases loaded. I almost live bet the Rockies just for the hell of it. I'm glad I didn't. Anyways, Brenton Doyle pops out. Michael Toglia comes up, lines out to short. Diamondbacks win the game 1-0. So it's crazy. Again, that's how baseball works. That's why they play 162 games a year. on one hand in one game, the Diamondbacks lose 14-12. The next one they win 1-0. The Rocks come back home to Colorado for this one. This is where the Phillies bats really get hot, though, I think. They are getting hotter by every game they play. They're a half game out of the NL East lead. Guys, they're going to win this division over the Mets. I'm not impressed with anything the Mets do. I witnessed Juan Soto. He could easily beat out an infield single yesterday on Sunday Night Baseball, and he just decided to jog it. Don't know what's going on there. I get it. He'll probably be fine, but my goodness, they give up that much money for a 15-year DH. I don't know. He should have gone to the Yankees. He just should have. I'm not going to lie to you. The Phils are going to be fine. This team's playing really well right now, and now they're officially going to heat up, right? They're really going to heat up in Colorado. Sweeping the Pirates. I expect them to sweep Colorado. Pitching matchup is Kyle Freeland versus Christopher Sanchez, the two lefties in the bump. Again, it's just something that every Colorado starter has to have. They have to have an ERA over 6. You know, it's a requirement. Kyle Freeland's ERA is 6. That's all you need to know. Phil's blow him out. That shouldn't be competitive. Mariners, White Sox shouldn't be competitive either. And we should be fine with 2 road teams going there and picking up wins, plus 100 for the 2-leg parlay. 4th best bet of the video, our best player prop of the day. Yes, we're picking Taylor Ward, who bats 197. You might be thinking, what? Trust me, there's backing to this. On the mound tonight for the Sacramento Athletics is JT Ginn, first start of the season today. That's fine. Actually, first start in about over a month, if I'm not, excuse me. First start in over a month. I forgot he did start the season. He's been out for about a month now. Okay, I'm going to be honest, JT Ginn's not that great. I'm not moved by this. And my goodness, was I disappointed in the Athletics in that 3-game set against the Giants. I've been pumping up the A's all year long. You go to San Francisco and you can't even win one over there. I mean, you're up the entire game yesterday and you let Lamont Wade and Patrick Bailey beat you. You let Lamont Wade hit a triple in clutch time. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. That's horrible. Taylor Ward, though. Guys, okay. You want to talk about disappointment with the Athletics? Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, that's a fact. The Angels going to Los Angeles, heading up north a little bit, and beating the Dodgers, not just once, not just twice, they swept the Dodgers. They're still 5 games under 500, and this is legitimately, I'm not joking, the Angels World Series. I'm not even trying to say that to be an asshole right now to the Angels. Like, cherish this. This is great. I'd be pumped if I was an Angels fan right now. Like, again, we make the joke like, oh, this is just their team's World Series. Who cares about the win? No. The Angels should celebrate. They should party. Like, this is the biggest achievement they're going to get all season. That's not a bad thing, right? They sweep the Dodgers without Mike Trout, and Taylor Ward put on the backpack in the series. He was phenomenal, man. Taylor Ward with a huge home run in Saturday's game. Yesterday goes yard as well. A big home run, I believe it was in the first inning when they were hitting off Gosselin. Yeah, Taylor Ward's heating up. He is only batting 197, but you look at the last 4 games he's played, right? He's gotten going. Taylor Ward's last 4 games, he's gone over 1.5 total bases, right? I am slowly going back to total bases over hits, runs, and RBI. We've just been hitting on these recently. Hell, yesterday with C.J. Abrams, I told you guys, by the way, first pitch, C.J. Abrams. I said he was going to double. First pitch home run yesterday for C.J. Abrams. Okay? Today we're taking Taylor Ward. Again, I'm not telling you he's going to do this on the first pitch against JT again, but each of Taylor Ward's last 4 games, we can go back to the last game of that 3-game set in San Diego. Taylor Ward hits a home run against the Padres, right? Okay, great. That goes over 1.5 total bases. First game against the Dodgers, 2 hits with a single and a double. That's 3 total bases. Next game against the Dodgers, home run, 4 total bases. Yesterday, home run, 4 total bases for Taylor Ward. He's been on fire, and now he gets to play in Sacramento for the first time. Ball flies here. I'm perfectly fine with this. I really think Taylor Ward should be able to, put up numbers in Sacramento, right? He's been hitting much better right now. He's got 12 home runs in the year, 25 RBI. Again, new age of baseball, right? You can bat 197 and put up these numbers. That is more than serviceable, right? In this MLB, 100%. And the Angels, man, team playing with momentum right now. More than enough momentum. Again, 3 straight wins in Los Angeles. It would be very Angels to lose to the A's here. I thought about going A's money line, but I was like, you know what? I don't feel good enough about JT get on the mound. I think again, the Angels should probably win. They get Jose Soriano tonight, who can be really good in spots. So I don't even mind a sprinkle for Angels money line. They're dogs today. But I think the better play for obviously our favorite player prop is Taylor Ward. I think there's a good chance he goes yard for the 3rd consecutive game. If not, double, 2 hits. Let's get it done. Taylor Ward's on fire right now. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim are on fire right now. Let's get it done here in Sacramento. Taylor Ward goes over 1.5 total bases, again, in California's state capital. Our final best bet of the night, we're fading the Dodgers, right? I mean, guys, after what the Angels just did to this team, I'm going to take the D-backs. Now, this is not an emotional pick. This is not a reactionary pick at all. No, I'm looking at this from the grand scheme of things and saying, I don't know if this is really a grand scheme, but I'm looking at Landon Knack pitching tonight, and I'm looking at that like that's easy money. This is taking candy from a baby. The Dodgers are only this big of a favorite because they're the Dodgers, because Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie Freeman are on this team. Landon Knack, who, you know, if you watch, we haven't posted the A's franchise mode in a while on Mlb the show, but if you watch that, we have Landon Knack on our team over there with the A's. I haven't posted that like in 3 days. My apologies. It's not going up for another couple days either. Anyways, we have Landon Knack on that team. Guys, Landon Knack in real life is not that good, okay? Every start I've seen of Landon Knack this season, he's got blown up except for one, and it was the Marlins, okay? We can detail his 3 starts this season, and they haven't been good, any of them. His first against the Nationals. CJ Abrams owns this guy, okay? I'm not joking. CJ Abrams owns Landon Knack. He's got, 3 home runs against Landon Knack? Went yard against him first pitch he saw back in early April. Anyways, Landon Knack's outing is 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs. Oh, the Nats should have won that game. It was ridiculous. Anyways, his next start against the Rockies, I get it's Colorado, but this is not a game at Coors Field. It's in LA. Landon Knack goes 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs. The Rocks, and then his last start, ooh, man, against the A's. This is where we picked the Athletics to beat them. We had A's money line, and I specifically said, oh, Landon Knack's on the mound. This is easy money for us, and it was. A's go 4 2/3, or Knack goes 4 2/3 against the A's, 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 homers for the Athletics, both of which were Jacob Wilson. A's win the game 11-1. D-backs get Brandon Pfaadt on the mound. Pfaadt's serviceable. Got 6 wins in the season. He's tied for first place in the MLB right now in wins. Tied with Jorge Lopez for the Nats with his 6.75 ERA. Hell yeah. But, right, Brandon Pfaadt's been good. He's been good. His last start against the Giants wasn't very good. But the last time he pitched against the Dodgers at Chase Field, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 0 runs. Yeah, sign me up here, guys. Sign me up. Landon Knack's going to get bitched tonight, okay? The D-backs always play well against the Dodgers. They always play well in Los Angeles. And this is the matchup we like. Tomorrow's matchup is Ryan Nelson versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Let's just be honest. We expect the Dodgers to win that game. And we don't really expect the Dodgers to lose 5 consecutive games either. But this is a spot where they will lose, right? You got to look at this as well for the D-backs, right? Okay, you know you're seeing Yamamoto tomorrow, which isn't a death sentence by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. But likely you're not going to win that game. With Ryan Nelson on the mound, probably not. Wednesday's game, Corbin Burns, Dustin May, probably win that game. So get this one today with Brandon Pfaadt against Landon Knack. You're not going to see a worse pitcher from the Dodgers this entire series. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it now. Capitalize on it and win this game. I think they're going to, guys. I really think so. I like this Arizona lineup. I mean, who doesn't, right? Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, Josh Naylor, you know, amongst others. Perdomo always hits the ball well. Alec Thomas, obviously another speed demon in the outfield for Arizona. And I watched a lot of that Dodgers-Angels series. Hell, I witnessed Travis d'Arnaud go yard in the 8th inning in a tie game after the Dodgers made their comeback with the Will Smith home run. By the way, they released Chris Taylor. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to deny the Dodgers aren't good. They are good, you know? Ohtani, Betts, Smith, Freeman. Got 4 really good hitters at the top of the lineup. Andy Pages will have his days, obviously. Same with, I guess, Kike sometimes went yard in Saturday's game against the Angels. But really, it's just those 4 guys. Pages doesn't scare me. Kike doesn't scare me. Conforto sure as hell doesn't, you know? I kind of don't know why Hyesung Kim doesn't play more, if I'm being honest with you guys. Again, I'm not a Dodgers guy by any stretch of the imagination. I don't watch every Dodger game. But from what I've seen, like, again, I could be wrong. Like, I feel like Hyesung Kim should probably be starting for the squad. I don't think he's the best hitter, but, like, would it really kill you to not play Kike every day? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure Rojas can play third, right? Just my thoughts. I don't know. And I like Dalton Rushing a lot, by the way. I like Dalton Rushing a lot. He could play the outfield too, can he? At least his card name will be the show can't. Like, get Conforto out of there. Dalton Rushing should be playing over Michael Conforto. Anyways, I digress. I don't care. I hope the Dodgers lose every game. I don't like them. But I do like Dalton Rushing. I think Hyesung Kim's solid. Hyesung Kim should have gone literally anywhere else but Los Angeles. But, like, Dalton Rushing, all right, you were brought up in this organization. Who knows? Like, who cares? Right? Hyesung Kim, you could have gone to any other team in the league. All right? You could have been a star anywhere else. And you decided, you know what? I'm going to start the year in AAA here in Los Angeles. Bullshit. Anyways, I like the D-backs today. I don't think Landon Knack's very good. I think Brandon Pfaadt, again, is serviceable enough. And I expect the D-backs to hit Landon Knack early and often. Had a bad last start against the A's where we took Sacramento. And Brandon Pfaadt, his last appearance against the Dodgers, was great. Again, 6 1/3 shutout innings, a game that the D-backs ended up winning 5-3. So we're taking the D-backs in the final best bet of the video. Real quickly, the Washington Nationals. Boy, oh boy, the Nats sweep the O's. Again, that's why they call them the O's, right? Again, we know who the best team in the DMV is. It's the Washington Nationals. A lot to unpack there. CJ Abrams is that guy. 2 home runs. Dare I say CJ Abrams is, a top 3 shortstop in the game of baseball. He's batting .315. He's got 8 home runs already on the season. The guy is great. He's amazing. James Wood is great too. Again, the Nationals with a sweep against Baltimore are now 6 games under 500. But again, I think if this team can finally figure it out and start building some wins, we might be playable here for a wild card. That's all I'm saying. And guys, don't let Josh Bell get hot. Hey, all right, May Josh Bell has shown up. I know I've given Josh Bell a lot of shit throughout the entire year, but my goodness, he's made hard contact in each of the last 5 games. Yesterday, a monster home run. I get the game was far over by the time Bell hit his home run. But Bell, again, contributed early in yesterday's game or on Saturday's game in that big first inning. He had a home run yesterday. Don't let Bell get hot. Like, right, if we can get production out of Josh Bell and Dylan Cruz, who Dylan Cruz had a monster 3-run home run yesterday as well. If we get production out of those 2 guys, watch out for the Nats, because now all of a sudden, and with Brady House coming up soon, like, I like Jose Tena, but that's Brady House's job. Brady House hit a home run yesterday in AAA Rochester as well. I saw him make a nice diving play too. You add Brady House to the lineup. Cruz and Bell are starting to get going as well. Then Trevor Williams just needs to be gone, okay? That's the last piece, okay? If we can just trade for a half-competent starting pitcher, get Trevor Williams the hell in the bullpen, and maybe bring up Dalen Lyle, oh my goodness, guys. We might be back. I'm probably going to have a much different attitude after Tuesday when we just lose to the Braves. Watch that happen. But my goodness, like, I'm excited again. We're only 6 games under 500. Hey, Dodgers, watch out. Phillies, watch out. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, folks, thank y'all for watching our MLB Best Bets here for May 19th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB Best Bets, and later today for our Game 1 Best Bets and predictions for Thunder and Timberwolves. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.